The leaves are changing, the temperatures are dropping, and it is feeling like prime football weather. The heart of fall is here, and it carries with it the midway point of the high school football season. Teams' identities have been forged, and the path ahead to glory remains in sight for those elite teams and even a few underdogs. Let's find out who fortunes held in Week 5. Undefeated 10th-ranked Abbotsford visiting 3-1 Marathon, and the Red Raiders get the ball first. Opening drive, Marathon gets down to the 1. Matt Annis takes the direct snap and punches it in. Next Marathon drive, Cooper Hoxma drops back and floats one up to Griffin Trenlicker, snatches it. They're up 14-0. Second quarter now, Marathon and Abbey territory. Annis takes another direct snap, beats his man to the corner, and he's in for the second TD of the night. Red Raiders win this one big. Now let's head to Wisconsin Rapids for Iola coming to town to face the Assumption Royals. And the Royals were sitting on the throne today with Jack Klatt faking the pitch and taking it all the way he could go, not quite to the 3-yard line, setting it up for Klatt, sneaking it in. Royals up 7, and the very next drive, guess who? Yeah, it's that bad man himself, Klatt, pitching to Cade Stats this time, though. And what worked by the boys up front, making a hole for the 25-yard run, and Jack the Ripper Klatt finishing things off himself. Not much going for Iola in this one as the Royals slay the Thunderbirds 49-8. And earlier in the day, it was the defending 8-man champs Newman taking on Port Edwards, and the Cardinals hit the nitrous off the line. First drive, Connor Kroc looks off a defender and fires a laser in stride to Thomas Bates, who takes it all the way, 79 yards, 7-0 Newman. Just 30 seconds in, then call him FedEx as he delivers through the air and on the ground. Bates walking in untouched for his second TD in 5 minutes. Cards still not done in the first. Kroc fakes and throws to Eli Gustafson on the short crosser. DJ Khaled, they got another one. All Newman here, they win 57-12. And with that, we've reached the first of your 3 opportunities to grab a cold beverage and heat up those pizza rolls. The post-game snack of champions. But wait, before you go, check out other area scores set to the sound of the Wausau West Band. Welcome back to Sports Express. We got fun and games. We got everything you want, the best highlights and the plays. And we are headed right into the jungle to check in on a couple of Tigers. Marshfield comes to Tom Field and undefeated Wausau West. West up at the half. Tigers scratch their way back. Fourth quarter, Braden Anderson takes the handoff. He's in for a TD. They're up 21-17. Warriors respond. Ray Rennick takes the handoff, goes in untouched. Up the middle, you don't hardly see that. West up 24-21. Tigers get back to the 1. Eli Colby punches it in. Tigers up 28-24. Final drive, West heaving one on 4th down. A prayer, and it is unanswered. Marshfield comes in and pulls off the upset. Tigers win 28-24. While the Tigers are away, the other Tigers come into play. Stratford playing in Marshfield against Nakusa, where it's Nash Crickmar on the slant to Jaden Hughes. Ring it up, cuts the Stratford lead to 14-8. Next drive, yeah, Stratford can do that too. Look at that pretty sidearm pass by Braden Schiller to Ashton Wrench. Stratford up 14. Their next drive, handoff inside. Oh! Those tricky Tigers is taken by Connor Weigel, 32 yards to the dojo. These Tigers also roar. They put up a 50-burger in this one. Well, we're going to go up to Tomahawk. They were knocked from the rankings last week after a loss. Tomahawk hosting Oconto Falls. The rain pouring down just in time for kickoff, of course. Wide receiver Mason Evans not letting the weather affect him, pounding the rock through multiple defenders in for 6. The ground game being the key for both squads, though. Panther running back Alex Haynes taking some defenders for a ride himself to move the chains into Hatchet territory, but it was the Tomahawks all over the field tonight. Defenders coming free on the edge. Goblin up the quarterback for a huge tackle for loss. Both teams going home soaked, but it's Oconto Falls feeling just a little bit better. They come away with the overtime W, 2017. Next up, Hayward Hurricanes and Mosinee Indians. There was a storm brewing, but it was falling on Hayward. Picking up in the second half, Indians up big, and Gavin Obremski takes it himself, galloping down the sidelines for a nice play. Now, play action. Obremski steps up and barely sneaks it over the defender to Keegan Jerschley, and it takes a typhoon of Hurricanes to bring him down. Still fighting, still going. We're on fourth down. Obremski puts up a floater, and look at the extension. Davin Stoffel, hard to miss that 6'6" frame. Indians weather the storm and knock off the Hurricanes 48-14. Next, we're heading over to Merrill. The Blue Jays hosting the Lakeland Thunderbirds. T-Birds looking to get their first one of the season. Quarterback Braden Wisik finding Ethan Erickson across the middle. He sheds off the last blue. Get off me. I got business to attend to. He's off to the crib for 6. Although Merrill looking to match, but not before the swarming Thunderbird defense just getting in the backfield. Everybody in on that one. Huge 4th-and-1 stop. Lakeland looking to make a statement. Again, Wisik tossing another one. Erickson, he's just the man. Goes up, getting it on the sideline. Toe tap Tony. This one, all T-Birds. They get the 44-6 win. We having fun yet, or what? That was rhetorical. I know you are, but we ain't done yet. We got an undefeated ranked showdown between Colby and Edgar in our game of the week. But first, more area scores with the DC Everest Band providing the soundtrack. I feel like this week's show's like fine wine because the more time that passes, the better it gets. Because for as good as it's been, we've still got 2 more great ones to round it out. Let's start with a VFA matchup. DC Everest hosting Spash. Panthers first drive. And a loose gear is never a good thing. Wyatt Gear and Nate Nemitz combined for a 3rd down stop. After that, there was a short touchdown plunge by Simon Witt. Then the following drive, Everest another defensive stop. Then it's Miller time. Jack Babinski, 19 Mississippi, 20 Mississippi, all day to throw to Preston Miller, 43-yard strike. But here come the Panthers. Grant Chandonnet to lucky number 7 for 6. Amon Konopaki pulling in the post to hit pay dirt. But despite a late first-half push by Spash, the Evergreens pull away. They improve to 2-1 in a very competitive conference. All right, let's go. Batten down the hatches and board up the windows. It's our game of the week, a battle between the undefeated teams. Only one can survive. Similar run games. Seeing who can get off the line first, that'd be Edgar. Colby Weisenberger takes it to the house. Wildcats on the board. And a minute into the second, they're going to go ahead and do it again. But no cheddar for you, says Colby. Caden Weiss with the pick. Nate Rabita will run it in. It's 6-6 now. And that is when the wind changed. And speaking of it, Tegan Strait airing it out to Weiss. No good on the Wildcats. It's time for a regroup to keep the undefeated title, but it's just too late. Healy gonna wheel this one in for a final score of 32-6 in favor of Colby. What a win.